We joined Pete Botha at Dare to Dream Racing to take us through his runners for Hollywood Bets Kenilworth on Saturday, which is going to be a brilliant day's racing. Pete, in race one, it's you've got Escarpment with William Bambisa on the one run. Has he improved?
Vicky, it's a little bit close to his last run to really give him the chance to see how much he's improved. But he took that run very well. I thought it was a very nice run, and he has come back well from it. So haven't really tried him well after that, but I do feel he might have maybe just needed like one more week just to be a little bit better, but we're under a little bit of pressure here. So look, I think he's very well. It's not really the right distance for him, so I'm hoping that they don't run him off his feet completely. I do feel if he can be not too far off the early part, he will run on and run a big race and then probably have a chance. It's just about these races are run so indifferently all the time, and I'm just hoping that he has a nice clear run. If he's got a nice clear run space where he can just use his stride and come and mow them down at the end, then he's definitely got to have a chance here.
Race 2, you've got Expedition South with JP Board. It's for Chira first time. What are you expecting from the filly?
Vicky, look, she's a very nice filly. I do like her a hell of a lot. In time, she hasn't had a gallop or anything like that. So she's pretty much just running on raw ability. But she's a very sensible filly. I do feel she might just be a little bit green in that, with the occasion, but she's quite a sensible girl, and I'm expecting her to run a very good race, even though it's pretty much a run just to get the experience in that. So I'm quite hopeful that she's in the money, but if not, I can accept that, because it's probably going to be her first time seeing the grass. She has seen the grass out the pens here, but just for 100 meters. So I am expecting her to run a very nice race. She is a very nice filly, but she's obviously just not prepped for this race.
Race 7's the Ridgemont Peninsula Handicap. You got Baratheon, very competitive, and he likes those front-running tactics that have proven quite successful at Kenilworth.
Yeah, I think Kenilworth at the moment is running very fair. It's very nice. So if the pace is right and the horse is a genuine front runner, they can stay there. Otherwise, the horses that run on very nicely from off the pace can do it as well. So I'm very happy with the way the course is at the moment. It's running so nice and fair. Baratheon's very well. This is probably his best chance really of winning a graded race, because it's of it being a handicap. So he comes in nicely here, and I'm expecting him to run a very big race. I think his last run was maybe just a little bit too close to the run before that, and he ran a little bit flat. So we freshened him up a little bit, and I think he's in a very good space at the moment. So expecting a good run from him.
Race 9 is Beneath the Moon. She seems to run her best races at Kenilworth. She does drop and trip though. Do you think she'll find it a bit sharp, or not really?
Vicky, I'm hoping that she does. Her last run she just over-raced. She did way too much, and I know that she's a filly that ideally wants the 1600 or 1800, but it's pointless if they jumping out and over-racing and then compounding the last bit. So that's the reason for bringing her back to a 1200. The Kenilworth 1200, as you know, is a very stiff 1200, and so I'm hoping that she just relaxes nicely and then runs on well. And I think she's working very well at the moment. Also seems to be in a very good space, and I'm just hoping that she'll run on and run a place, run into the money. But the whole idea about this is really just we're starting over again, just trying to teach her to do things right, and then slowly we'll start to step it up again.
Pete, thank you. All the best.
Thank you very much.
Well, that's Pete Botha taking us through his runners and looking forward to what's going to be, as I mentioned, a brilliant race day.